quarter. And there it is. Everybody, welcome to this impromptu rogue show. This was not planned, so if you were like, hey, I didn't see the announcement. We have three of us tonight. One of us you can see, and two of us you can see, and one of us you can't for whatever reason.
I don't know what's going on with my camera.
Tonight we have ODC, that's me, and Automatica herself, and then me. What this will basically be will be us talking about just about anything. San Diego Comic-Con, there was just a little bit of superhero stuff at San Diego Comic-Con, a lot of stuff. DC collectibles, Batman versus Superman, of course. It'll be an hour by the time I list everything that was talked about. So we'll just kind of shoot from the hip. Whatever anybody has, we can start with Batman versus Superman. We can start with. Did anybody else find it weird that we had the Batman versus Superman not trailer? Well, the trailer went live almost right after it started, but then the Suicide Squad didn't get the immediate upload. I thought that was kind of
that was weird.
I think it's like I think Suicide Squad was like an exclusive for this Comic-Con people.
Gotcha.
Oh, another exclusive for you Comic-Con people.
Was there like an extra like did they get 4 minutes for Batman versus Superman and then we had like 3 1/4 minutes? Am I understanding that right?
I don't think so. I heard that was going to happen, but I don't think they ended up doing that.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Anthony, did you see the has everybody seen the Suicide Squad trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you guys think of it?
I thought it was dark. I wasn't expecting it to be that dark.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit light-hearted, but it was pretty dark.
It looked good. It wasn't. I mean, it was a little tough because it was leaked and you couldn't hear everything quite right. But I'm curious to see it, you know, the way it's supposed to be seen. But for now, yeah, I wasn't like super blown away. But everybody who was there said they were. So I don't know if I'm missing out because it's not like what, but looks good.
Yeah.
Not like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if part of that was just because it was just hard to make out what was going on. Of course, it was shot, wasn't full on. I just wish one time somebody that's filming one of these can actually get a straight on view of it. I mean, I know it's going to be really hard. The hall is just jam packed, and there's no way to get
and
exclusive.
They have to like hide. They have to like hide it just right so that they don't get caught. Darn it.
And I kind of thought that too at the same time. I thought, well, we're about the same time span when Star Wars showed their first trailer, and it is March when Batman vs. Superman comes out, and isn't April when Suicide Squad is out? Is it the next month, or is it actually June or May?
I thought it was like August.
August, wow. So I guess there's some time in there. You guys just want to jump right into Batman vs. Superman while it's still fresh?
Sure.
Anthony, first reaction. What did you? First of all, I'm always funny. Like, where were you at when you saw it? Were you at home? I know Chapman Films was in the middle hiking in a forest somewhere. Stu had people over, and I was in Hobby Lobby. So.
I was. This is gonna sound weird. I was actually at a sanitation site. I was at work, so I was in like a dump land or a sanitation dump, and I'm like, all these machines are making noises, so I had to like put headphones on, and I had to like run away. People are like, "Why are you running? Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Don't understand right now. I can't talk to you." So it was funny. Transfer station, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's where I was. So I was at work when I watched it, but I thought it was pretty awesome. It's definitely a huge step up from the other movies. You know, I was skeptical with some stuff, especially the jury is still out for me on Gal Gadot, or however the hell you say her name. I don't know. She's just not what I would have chose for as Wonder Woman. I just think she's too skinny and she just doesn't look the part for me. But she's Wonder Woman, whatever. That was their decision. They went with it, and I don't know. I thought the trailer looked really good. I thought Batman was got to be the best Batman that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hands down, I mean, it looks awesome, and you can definitely tell that there's certain cutscenes in that trailer that they're trying not to show you something on purpose, and I'm pretty sure, we all know who that secret person is, but but they're trying not to show that secret person who's throwing Wonder Woman up against a wall, and But anyway, I thought it was really cool, like when Wonder Woman clanged both of her her bracelets together, like this friggin' huge like shockwave went all throughout the city or wherever they're fighting. I think it was like somewhere, but I thought that was a really cool touch. It's something I haven't really seen, but it makes sense for. I guess her accent would make sense too, seeing as Wonder Woman is basically from Greece. She's like Themyscira is like a hidden island around Greece, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So she would technically have an accent. I know she's never had an accent before, really, but I guess she would, probably, is what I'm assuming. Yeah. So if she has the accent, it's not that big of a deal, really. A lot of people are bitching and moaning about the accent, but
the accent doesn't bother me, and it's one of those. I don't think every single superhero is a red-blooded American,
Oh, yeah.
I think you have a little bit of ethnicity. Like, everybody's born in Kansas, like Superman. Everybody's white, everybody's this, everybody's that. So I like that there's diversity. And speaking of Themyscira, I think we were talking about this last night in the panel. I think it was Ben Affleck, and maybe Snyder said it first, but that Metropolis and Gotham City are like San Francisco and Oakland. They're just separated by a bay. That all the instead of not Wayne Manor, but Wayne Enterprises being located in Gotham, it sounds like it's located in Metropolis. And so the people that are the higher up echelon in Gotham will cross the bay to Metropolis to go work, and that the Gotham City is more of the derelict, dirty city. Do you guys like that?
Wait, I'm confused. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah.
I'm just so confused. Wait,
so
Gotham's like a suburb? I'm confused.
No, it would be like the equivalent of San Diego and Oakland being really close, and the only thing that separates them is a body of water. So It's not like you've got to go from Washington, D.C. to fly to Jersey. You can literally get in a boat and row across Metropolis and be in Gotham within inside of an hour.
It looks like it looks like in the scene where you see like the explosions and whatever, and Ben Affleck has the like little kid. They show it says Wayne Financial.
Okay.
Which I thought, do you think maybe like Wayne Financial is like a separate building, that maybe that's in Metropolis, and then maybe Wayne Enterprises headquarters maybe is in Gotham? Maybe that's possible.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole two cities being that close to each other. That's a little. I don't know if I like that. Because they should be like separate cities, and Gotham is just as big, if not maybe bigger than Metropolis. I don't know. I wouldn't say that Gotham City would be the smaller sidekick city to Metropolis. I don't know about that. That's a little odd. They're going with that.
It's really smaller, but just not as nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. I think rather than geographically, instead of having Batman have to drive hours or fly hours away, they just made it like it's a neighboring city. They're both still the same size as they would be, but instead of being separated by hundreds of miles, they've just now narrowed that down to maybe 20 miles or 30 miles.
Like New York and New Jersey, then.
Yeah, more. Yeah, I guess that'd be more the kind of the whatever. I guess.
Okay. I mean, I guess you could do that, but
Yeah. Well, Gotham's supposedly in New Jersey, so instead of Metropolis being near DC, it is New York City basically. It's the New York City of DC.
well, so don't tell a New York City fan that. They will fight you tooth and nail. No, it is not New Jersey.
I'm here to New York City. I'm saying it.
What was something about the trailer that, well, I'm just looking at this guy over here.
Hey, hi.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hi.
Happy 75th, buddy. Seeing the Robin costume, like, it went by so fast. Like, all I saw was, okay, that's the scene of Ben in the Batcave, or excuse me, Bruce Wayne in the Batcave, or the pseudo Batcave or whatever. And then you get the quick shot of the Robin suit, and I could see, like, something written on it, but I was just, again, I'm in Hobby Lobby on my phone trying to see everything. And then after that, the picture started coming out of going, oh, holy crap, Robin is in this universe. So depending on, I know we've talked about it for a while, depending on, is it Dick, is it Jason, is it Tim, who or what this is, that just made me instantly happy knowing that Batman had a Robin at some point, regardless of who it is. And I so hope the solo Batman movie doesn't go after the events of Batman versus Superman or whatever. I want it almost as a prequel, like I want to see him with a Robin or something like that. So what do you guys think about there being a confirmed Robin, regardless of who it is, and who do you hope the Robin is that's dead? So.
It's so horrible. Who do you hope is dead?
Who do you hope is dead? Well, let me put it this way. I hope with all of the source material that Snyder is, holding true, that, like he said in the panel, that he's not trying to do an exact adaptation of this. They took beats and themes from it, and they kind of created their own thing and said, hey, here's all the pieces we like. Let's do our own story. But I hope that Dick Grayson is still around and that is Jason Todd's costume, and that we're not going to see a twisted version of that where it's in fact Dick Grayson's costume and then Dick becomes the Red Hood, or is just plainly dead. Somebody said maybe this is their way of saying, okay, Robin fans, Robin was in this universe.
You're not going to see him again.
Yeah, but we killed all of them off, so now there won't be any.
No.
But why go through all that trouble of saying he's dead? Because he's referenced in like 3 times in 2 trailers. Like, why is there so many Robin references if he's not going to be in a movie? At this point, I think he has to be in a movie. There's got to be at least one Robin, or there's got to be some sort of subplot with Robin having to be in a movie.
Right. Unless they do, I mean, it would be kind of silly to go through all of this history of, like, if it is whoever it is, if they're dead and then they do the solo movie as a prequel just to have a movie with Robin would be weird. If they do Jason's dead, Dick's alive somewhere as Nightwing, hopefully, and then solo Batman movie can be Tim. Like, it just makes so much sense that if they don't do that, I'm going to be really mad.
Here's what I'm afraid of. They kill off the Dick Grayson character. There's no Jason Todd, no Tim, no Damian. Jenna Malone's role has not been listed yet. So what if they do something silly? Somebody pointed out that the Robin costume has no pant legs. That it could potentially...
Yeah, are there pants? Are there little shorts? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, but what if it's that this is their way of going, we killed off the Dick Grayson character, and we are going to have a Robin, but we're going to go instantly to Carrie Kelly, and now she's Robin in this.
And unfortunately, that's probably a possibility. I hope not. As much as I like Carrie Kelly, I just don't think this is the place for it. So, I don't know. I hope they're throwing us off. Like
I bet you they kill Dick, and they bring in Carrie Kelly because they also associated this story a lot with Frank Miller,
right.
And a lot with that storyline is influxed in this movie. So I bet you by the end of the movie he starts training her or something. Something's going to happen.
I hope not.
No, me neither. That opens up a whole can of worms. I don't like when movies tend to do we're going to have our own universe, and we want to get people excited about our property, and then I'm going to go to the comic book shelf and I'm going to go, I want to read about the Carrie Kelly Robin, and there's no Carrie Kelly Robin to read about.
Nothing to read.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, one book, that's it, or whoever it is. You have Captain America in comics now being de-aged, and he lost a super soldier serum, so now he's 90 something.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though, but that's the thing. Like they did this. Marvel did the same thing with Winter Soldier. That's like they're under the Red Hood, basically.
Yeah.
Like if you did the same thing with his Robin, that's basically Captain America's Robin. Like why can't fucking DC do the same thing? I don't understand why there's such a problem with putting Robin in a movie. It's not that crazy to have a kid fighting against alongside with an adult. At this point, we've seen teenagers in the X-Men films, in even what was it? Scarlet Witch. She's not that old. She's what? They're not that old in that movie. They're supposed to be younger.
Well, look at the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out. They look like they're in their very young 20s.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
what's the problem with having a 19-year-old Robin?
You know, if you want to make Robin a little older, fine. We will take that over, you know, forcing Carrie Kelly into this and changing everything. It doesn't make sense. There's so much more to work with if you keep Dick alive. If you stick with the original, like, what are they gonna do? Like, you know, down the line, if like with Carrie, are we never gonna see Tim? Are we never gonna see like even maybe Damian? Like, because they're going into this like Frank Miller inspired direction versus, you know, the rest of Batman's history.
See, that's the weird part though, because it's like this is Frank Miller's baby. Like, now I wouldn't say it's his baby. I'm saying like it's his influenced movie, but the next movie is going to have nothing to do with Frank Miller because they're going to Jeff Johns. So it's like
that was also interesting.
I don't know what they're going to do because I don't know why they didn't ask Scott Snyder to write that film.
Of all the DC guys, like Jeff Johns is great, but for Batman?
Yeah, no. Green Lantern, fine.
Yeah.
Go do Green Lantern.
Too.
Yeah.
Probably will be.
Yeah. That's the other thing I thought of. I mean, I thought I read somewhere, this, again, I'm sure it's probably off a little bit, but people always said that Jeff has never really written Batman well in the current continuity. I've never read any of the Earth 1 stuff. I hear it's really good, but if that's his take on it, I don't know if I want. Well, I wrote Earth 1, so I think I've got a handle on the character. I don't think you do. You've only got one story under your belt, and the only Batman that you've written is part of a Justice League, not a Batman solo that's kind of taking liberties.
The thing about Batman Earth 1 is good, but it's good in the sense that you know that this is an alternate reality Batman. This is not your traditional Batman. This Batman is very unexperienced. He's also in a world where Alfred's killing people on that Earth. Like he kills the Penguin. He like blows him away because he knows Bruce's identity. Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't read Volume 1. But he kills the Penguin, like, and he's like, I did it because he knew your identity. And it's like, in the second volume, I'll try and keep the spoilers out because I just read the second volume and it was good, but it's not your typical Batman if that's what you're thinking he is, because he's not. He's very unexperienced. He's not the best detective, which is very odd, but it's good in the sense that it's the art is great. The overall story, by the time the end of the story comes in Volume 2, it's good. It's good if you know in the back of your mind that this is an alternate reality Batman. It's good in that sense, I would say. Sorry, I'm done talking.
No. No, I think those are all good points. Which we're starting this universe with. I'm okay with Batman being older than everybody else. I don't think we're going to get a trilogy of Batman films. I think we're going to get a Justice League-centered universe, and we'll get a Wonder Woman movie, a Green Lantern movie, a Batman movie. Because you got to think, if Batman's 20 years into his career and Affleck's pushing, what, 45, 42, 43, something like that?
43 or something.
43. In another 10 years, he's going to be 50. Are you going to get, 3 movies out of Ben? I think I'm doing my math wrong, but are you going to get 3 movies out of Ben intermixed with all of these other films? So I think
Movies?
What's that?
In solo movies?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get 3 Ben Affleck solo movies. I would be really surprised. I think we'll get 1, and then that'll be it.
I think it's 1 each, because you got to do Justice League.
Right. Yeah. And Justice League's 2 films.
Yeah. So I think you're going to get 1 per character. 1 movie per character.
Which I'm fine with, and if they sprinkle other cameos, if you have Batman show up for a little bit, and Aquaman, you have Green Lantern show up a little bit, and Superman, that it'll kind of feel like everybody's got a lot of screen time where it's primarily everybody else. I'm cool with that.
You know what they should do for that Batman movie? Since it's a shared universe now between Batman and Superman, just do Hush.
Oh, yeah.
You should just do Hush. Because there's a lot of characters you can throw in there. Throw in Poison Ivy. You could throw in you throw Lois in there. She's in there too.
Yeah.
Catwoman. Oh my God, so many people are in that. And you'll be introducing the audience to a new villain, Hush. So
that's what I was going to say. I want to keep talking about BVS since we're into the Batman solo thing. Who do you want to see in there? Do you want somebody that's like, all right, we've got to throw the Riddler in there? Do you want him to go off the rails a little bit and say, yeah, give us Clayface, give us Hush, give us...
Yeah.
You want to see Red Hood, if in fact, Jason,
Well, I always want to see Red Hood, but... But I don't know. I would say give us someone that we haven't seen yet. We already know the Joker exists, but give us a new character. I said like Hush or Clayface would be awesome. I think Clayface would work perfectly because, as an actor, he would be playing another actor, so whoever that actor would be. But
Black Mask would be interesting.
Black Mask could be a good character you could throw in there real quick, even in the beginning scene, and just have Batman taking him down or whatever you want to do. Like that would work out great. That's a good idea.
I wouldn't mind if they were gonna redo a villain that we've seen. I think at this point Riddler would be the best because it's been a long time and he was not exactly the kind of Riddler that we want to see. So I think that would be the best one to redo if they did that. If they didn't introduce someone totally new, or in addition to, he could have a smaller role, something like like in the video games, he's there but not necessarily.
Or he could build underground racetracks for Batman. To
don't even get me started.
I'm sorry.
Or how funny would it be that you'd have the movie going on and then you could spot little green question marks somewhere, like, is that a Riddler trophy? And that's a little Easter egg to the fans. I don't know. But getting back to Batman versus Superman, I'm just blown away by how it looks, and I think Superman looks really good in it, but he really seems out of sorts in the movie as well. Like, he's got the whole weight of the world from the destruction that's going through, and I'm kind of curious how we get to the whole courtroom scene and if this is like a Senate hearing, and then I go, all right, fine, you find Superman guilty, what are you going to do to him? I don't know.
I'm guessing that's how Lex gets involved through that and somehow get involved through the court scene.
Yeah, I think it's him answering for what happened to Metropolis in the first film, because you see protesters in front saying illegal alien, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think it's something to do with that. he's working with the government, but I feel like the government still needs to know exactly what they're dealing with. So I don't think it's necessarily a trial. I feel like it's more of like a hearing. Like they wanna ask him questions and figure out who he is, or maybe they want his secret identity, something like that. But what was that? What the hell else was I gonna say? I forgot. I forgot. Oh, it seems like Lex in this movie is almost going to be like manipulating manipulating Superman in the sense that he's helping him in the beginning, but has ulterior motives. Like that whole like Superman army. I feel like that could be like Lex's army, and he's trying to help Superman, but he's on the side. He's going to try to like expose him, or have some I don't know. I just got that feeling where like he's going to be working with Superman in the beginning, and then kind of manipulate him, and have people hate Superman towards the end of the movie. Maybe I don't know. I just get that feeling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, yeah, I was wondering too when he's like kneeling down. I can't remember what the dialogue was, but it's almost like he's trying to give this reassuring speech to Superman, but it comes off half cocky. When Superman lifts his head, he almost has this look of like, holy crap, I've been the fool, I've been the pawn in your scheme. And hearing, the red capes are coming, hearing the plural on capes, I'm like, is he referring to Superman's army, his militia, as it were?
That's what I thought.
Because it almost sounded like, oh, the red capes are coming. I control these guys, so I'm not really afraid of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it, folks. We'll see you next time. No. Yeah, it was just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. Coming from the very first trailer and hearing all the hundreds of voices it sounded like, it was nice to kind of, you could now hear and see those voices and go, oh, that was Lex, that was Holly Hunter's character, that was, Jeremy Irons looks like a badass in it. I'm really stoked for this.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and I feel like we're going to be getting more. There's going to be more coming out, or maybe not. Who knows? They've been pretty hush hush about everything up until now, especially with the trailers. So
nice.
But yeah, I'm excited too. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been like almost 3 years we've been waiting for this. So
yeah, but by the time that this comes out, I think we'll hit the 3-year mark. I mean, The Man of Steel hasn't been all that long ago, but it still feels like it's been enough time. I think it's only been a couple years, I think, now.
Was it 2012?
I think so.
Holy shit. Wow. 2012 already. Holy cow. We're just going to see that in the theater.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a big Superman Man of Steel cup from like the movie theater, and I was looking at it. I'm like, well, I've had this cup for a long time, but at the same time, it feels like it was just last summer. It's been 2 summers ago now. We can switch gears here and kind of get into some action figure stuff that we've since all of our channels are really kind of primarily doing a lot of that stuff. I know there were some surprises seeing the Arkham figures that we're going to be getting. The nice Man-Bat. Professor Pig is getting his first
action figure.
First action figure ever, which is really, really cool. Hearing we're getting a Batgirl and Oracle 2-pack, so Oracle hasn't had a figure since the Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
That's that 2-pack I'm really looking for. That's one of the 2 figures I'm really looking forward to this coming year.
Yeah. Then seeing, I think, the Capullo series is getting 2 figures. Wonder Woman seems odd. I know Wonder Woman was in the Endgame, first part of that storyline, but some of the decisions I'm like, that's cool. They did Batgirl, but they haven't done. I would have done all the other Bat family.
Yeah, it's a little strange of a choice, and people are really hating that figure.
Yeah, her eyes. Somebody said she has Catwoman eyes. It's like they used the Catwoman head that they were going to use for Catwoman and decided, oh, we'll put long hair on it and tiara, and bam, there you go. There's Wonder Woman. So, were you guys surprised by the 6-inch announcement from Mattel? I did not see that coming at all. I thought Mattel was done doing 6-inch figures.
So did Mattel.
Yeah, because Mattel's dumbass was like, oh, hey, no one wants to buy DCUCs anymore. And then they saw it. They were like, people are buying Marvel Legends. There's an Icons line. Oh shit, guys, we better do something about this. We're losing out on money.
That's exactly what happened, for sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They're doing it in the exact style that Hasbro changed. When Hasbro went from the Return of Marvel Legends to the Infinite Series, their plan was nobody's buying only these comic lines. Let's mix in the movie figures and the comic figures. And since that's happened, the Legends are going nuts. And now Mattel's like, oh, hey, there's movies coming out from DC. This is a great idea. Boom.
Yep.
I remember reading a press release, I think last summer, about Mattel having the licensing for Batman vs. Superman and Arrow and The Flash. And then it was kind of like a whole summer went by, and we went through a whole season of Flash and the Arrow. There were no figures, no nothing. I had completely forgotten about it. And then I thought, I guess they'll probably do, the multiverse line. And then, bam, we get... when I first was going through the pictures, I actually thought I was looking at DC Collectibles figures, and then I thought, wait a minute, that looks like DCUC articulation, and turns out that it was. So I think they pulled the wool over a lot of us collectors. We have been saying, I thought they were done, dead in the water, but I also think it's good timing with them. With the Batman vs. Superman movie coming out, they're going to do Movie Masters figures, so I think it was like, well, if we're already doing Movie Masters, let's just expand the multiverse line, and then there you go.
Yeah. I think they backed themselves into a corner, and they look stupid for doing it, especially to us diehard people that really didn't want the signature line to go away. And now that it's back, they look even dumber. The dumber's not a word, but I got kind of stuck saying it. Yeah, but they just look stupid, really, and I'm relishing in it because I've been protesting that all of their products for 2 years since they took a crap on us DCUC collectors. So I am relishing in this small moment that I have, my 15 minutes of happiness. But I mean, the figures are back. I don't know. Besides that 0-year Batman, I don't know if I really want any of the others, to be honest with you. DC Collectibles makes a better product, especially with the TV characters.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably stick with them, and if there's a Batman sprinkled in here or there, I'll probably pick that up. But other than that, I'm not really doing anything with them.
I'm really I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I have their Arrow looks awful. Their Flash figures, the head sculpts look really nice. Like I really think the Flash looks like Grant Gustin. But otherwise, I mean, they're not any much better than the DC Collectibles ones. The Endgame Joker, I actually like Mattel's head sculpt better because I think it looks a little more like accurate and less creepy, which, I mean, whatever. But the body is obviously holds nothing on DC Collectibles. The 0-year Batman looks pretty good, surprisingly. And what was the last one?
Crap! I just had it. I can't remember now.
It was Reverse Flash, the Flash,
Arrow,
and
Joker.
Yeah, Joker, and who else? Oh, it was the Collected Connect figure.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good, but I don't know what that is. I don't want to buy
a whole wave.
No.
I have no idea what that thing is.
It's the suit Batman was wearing at the very beginning of Endgame, where...
I haven't read any of that yet.
Yeah.
I haven't read it either, but you showed us the picture, and it looked cool, and it looks accurate, the toy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that, it's funny because when we last left off with Mattel 6-inch figures, they got rid of the Collect and Connect figures because nobody wants those.
Yeah, why would we want those? I don't have any of those lying around.
No.
No. Well, it's even funny. Not only are they doing that for like the multiverse, but Batman versus Superman is getting a Collect and Connect. But it's not a Collect and Connect figure. It's a Collect and Connect grapple gun, which that's really weird.
Oh, Calvin Ellis Superman.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
It looks good. So.
It looks good, but it seems like they're reusing DCUC molds, like the.
Of course they are. They have the molds.
Well, you had 2 years to get new molds. Like you could, I don't know. To me, it just seems like you had 2 years to make a new mold. You can't make a new mold.
I mean, that's expensive, and they want to make money.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But they did some additional sculpting on top of him, so whatever.
Yeah.
The argument I would like to use with Mattel, and they say, well, it costs money. Look at the bazillions of sculpts that DC Collectibles is doing for each and every single one of their figures.
Right.
They're making new molds for every single figure. So I'm like, if you're a giant corporation, and DC Collectibles is probably a lot smaller than you are, they're turning out better figures, better quality, and better sculpt, and you're taking the easy chintz route. I am probably not going to be buying. I guarantee I'm not going to be buying whole waves to try and get the Collect and Connect piece.
Right.
That is
Hell
just
no.
not going to happen.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah. Do not want.
I do not want.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on Mattel figures. Like I said, I'll pick up Batman figures because I always do, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Batman, Red Hood. If they ever come out with man, if I was bringing back a line, first one I'd put in there is Red Hood. Like,
because that's not, the fans didn't ask for that.
Yeah, never.
No.
We never wanted that.
Well, and right in time with Arkham Knight. I mean, they came out with Arkham figures for every single Arkham, with the exception of Asylum. But City and, well, not even Origins, just a City, I guess. But this would have been your opportunity to do a Red Hood figure, even if you didn't do the comic version, New 52, or Under the Red Hood. They could have easily done Red Hood from Arkham Knight, and that would have made a lot of people happy.
I mean, they made the 4-inch version of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't know how to upscale.
Is that ice cream?
Ice cream!
Ice cream! someone commented on one of my recent reviews and said, like, I think you purposely wait for the ice cream man to drive by to film your reviews.
I can just see. I can picture you poking your head out the window. Okay, he's coming. Hurry!
Yeah.
Set up the camera.
Ice cream!
I mean, if they start coming out with if they come out with Red Hood or like Talon or just other people like Hush, people we never got, then I might think about supporting the line again. But if they start pumping out the same 5 people and just different versions, especially if they start redoing the same versions of Batman again, I'll be like, no, I'm not touching that line. I'm good.
It's going to take a lot longer, too, because they're going to be mixing in movie and TV characters. Yep. We'll probably only get, like, 3 comic figures per wave.
Yep.
And who knows what they'll be.
Well, that, too, you're only going to get, you're not going to get, like, Felicity and Diggle and Roy. You get Arrow, and then you'll get Flash.
Another Arrow.
Adam. You'll get Adam.
Well...
we haven't gotten out of DC Collectibles yet either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you even got to start mixing in movie and comics and TV. So you'll do one from this universe. Here's Superman for Batman versus Superman. Here is the Flash, and then we're going to go back here and do. So it's going to be team building will be done. So it'll just be a random offshoot of characters and figures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Which I think is worse than that, rather than going, all right, for the month of April, it's the Flash set. So you can get all the Flash figures, and then 3 months later, it'll be all the Arrow stuff.
Yeah, how come in toy companies now they don't do themes anymore? They just throw shit together. You notice that? Like,
Yeah.
DC Universe Classics used to have a themed wave. Every wave was themed in some way. Okay? Now, even Marvel Legends does this now. They don't theme their waves anymore. You get like
some of them they do.
Yeah, but the majority they don't. Like even the new Cap wave that they just announced makes no sense.
It's true. Well, yeah. I know what you're saying, because the recent Ant-Man wave wasn't all like the Build-A-Figure was the movie Ultron, who should have been in like the wave before that with the Avengers characters. So
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just weird, and they put Thanos in a wave. He wasn't even in a movie. I don't really understand that. And then they put movie figures with him, which is confusing. It's like, why are you putting 3 movie figures in with that wave when he wasn't? That's not even the movie version of him. That's a movie. That's the version from War of Kings.
Yeah.
Like it's like it just doesn't make sense. Like there's no themes anymore. That's what makes a wave cool. It's like, oh, I got the Fantastic Four wave, or I got the Fing Fang Foom wave, which was the Hulk wave. You know, you don't get that stuff anymore. It's weird. They just throw a bunch of figures in a wave and say, this is whatever it is, wave. Captain America wave.
I think they're kind of trying to catch up with all their screw-ups, like getting out the figures that they said they were going to make and then never made, and like they're trying to slip into things, and they're a little disorganized right now, but maybe in the future they'll get better. Or they'll get worse. I mean, I don't know.
It's just one of my little nitpicks that kind of, I don't know. It's just weird.
Because it makes you want to pick up a case a little less. Unless you super really want to build a figure, you're like, okay, well then I'll just get the figures that like I really want, not like let me pick up this random assortment of Marvel characters.
Exactly, and it also gives you a better chance. Like if you have, let's say they did just as an example, a Cosmic Heroes wave. It was just called Cosmic Heroes of Marvel. That way you get a better chance of getting people that you would never think you were getting, like Quasar or you know, I don't know, any other cosmic being that you wanted before, like the Shi'ar Empire characters, all of those characters that are in that, you have a better chance of seeing those rarer figures instead of just getting a bunch of ones that were promised to us thrown in now that are almost out of date, to be honest with you, the way that they look. Thrown in a wave. It's like you get a better chance if you have a themed wave. Like if you were to have a Luke Cage wave, you'd have all his villains in there, or people that are associated with him in there. So it makes sense. It gives you a better shot to get rarer characters.
See, now you're just talking sense, and that's no.
Rob, the whole time he was talking, I felt like you were sitting there going, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is either.
Why? Because you see all this DC and Robin stuff here? You don't think I don't know nothing?
No. I know you know your DC.
You're right. Like,
Oh, shit.
Quasar. You're just making up words,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know them either, so it's fine.
I just hear syllables. That's all I hear is syllables.
Yeah, these are sounds with your mouth. I don't.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of consonants, and I tuned you out after. I have an idea.
I have an idea.
No, but I think that's a great point. For somebody that's like, you know, I don't know who this figure is, but the figure looks really kind of cool. I think I'm going to go check it out rather than going, we can only do Spider-Man and Captain America and maybe Wolverine. That's it. There's so much history, regardless of who or what you like, DC, Marvel, whatever it is. I think that's great. And two, it's like you're looking at it at a point from, like say, your cosmic figures. I may go, well, it's not a wave for me, but it's going to be a wave for somebody else. And the next one may be a Captain America wave, and I go, oh, cool. I like all these figures from Captain America. I like all these characters. I will buy this whole entire wave.
And if you have a good enough Build-A-Figure, people will want to buy the whole wave, regardless of who's in it.
Right.
The Build-Up figure is the anchor of that wave. That's the whole point of getting the wave is for that Build-A-Figure. Like like Odin is an amazing wave. I love that Odin wave.
The wave was great. The Build-A-Figure was great. That was good.
that was good because you got 2 Build-A-Figures in that wave.
Yeah. And I got an Ares.
Yeah, see? And we all have an Ares now.
Yes.
Screw you, Hasbro.
Well, I think the last Build-A-Figure line, at least on the DC side, that was in a totally themed wave, I think was Wave 16 Bane, with the exception of Mercury, and there was somebody else in that wave. That it was all Batman characters. You got Azrael Batman, you got Robin, you got the Riddler, Collect and Connect Bane. There was somebody else in Creeper. Creeper was in that.
Yep.
In that wave, which
that was a good wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A really good wave.
But I think everything else from then, it's like, oh, here's Wonder Woman, Superman, and Iron, and just random.
No, they did the Apache Chief wave after that, right? Which was
that was the worst one. That was hands down the worst wave.
Worst maybe, but at least it was themed.
Yeah,
it was themed. It was themed.
But for me, I grew up on the superpowers. I ate that whole wave up, and I got buy one get one 50% off at Toys R Us. Nobody was buying that wave, but that was all my Super Friends wave.
Yeah.
You know? I had the entire Super Friends cast almost because of that wave. I thought Apache Chief was cool, you know. Back then, but there was a nostalgic factor, you know, for me.
I still bought the whole wave. It just compared to the other waves, it's just it's the worst, hands down.
Poor Apache Chief.
Yeah. I know. Hey, I'm actually looking at him right now. I'm like, hey, buddy, how's it going? Well, let's talk about like some of the faults that Mattel's had, and I know there's a lot, but like, could you imagine that, like, if they did the friggin' if they did just a Doomsday wave like that would have been amazing. Just have all Superman villains and like you could have just knocked all those people out at once.
Stu, if you're watching this, we're talking about you.
Yes.
I think that would have been a great way to do it. On one hand, I can see people going, I'm a Batman fan, so I'm not going to spend the money on the Superman, but at least it's in waves. We're repeating ourselves, but you get all the Superman stuff in maybe 1 or 2 waves.
Yeah.
Where you do a Superman Part 1 wave, and then you go into a Batman wave Part 1. You kind of
that's the way to do it because those are the 2 that are going to make the most money.
Yeah.
Those are the 2.
You know what else it would be? It gives people a break too. That like for someone like Stu, it's like, okay, here's the Superman wave. I'm going to buy the whole case and be done. Yep. And then after that, he doesn't have to worry about buying the next wave because it's Batman or whatever, and he gets a little break. His wallet gets a little break or whatever. Same thing for people who collect like only Batman or whatever.
Exactly. That's I 100% agree. That it makes sense that way, and it's frustrating when you get these mixed waves now because it's like, oh, I kind of want to build a figure, but I don't want this one, that one, and that one. Yep. So it's like I got to outsource on eBay for like a leg, an arm, and a head, and
and they go for like $20 a piece.
Yeah, at least for Hasbro's side, we're not going to know this about Mattel yet because they're just coming out with their wave. But at least with Hasbro, I've noticed that the figures are much easier to find. Remember the Black Widow fiasco?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Like, how hard was that to find her? And then all of a sudden now she was common. It's like, I feel like Hasbro's got a better hold on their distribution and trying to circulate everything equally. So, I mean, that's a plus. I hope down the line that you know we get some themed waves again. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my Black Widow, found her in a store. Totally dumb luck, and then like you said, it was like months later. All of a sudden, I started seeing her. I'm like, oh wow, I had to maybe pick her up for somebody. I thought, no, you know, I'm sure somebody's got it. And I started going store to store to store, and I started seeing more of her. So, like you said,
they put her out for case or whatever afher that.
Yeah,
yep.
Freaking out.
Yeah, because nobody could find her.
Well,
and there's like we have no other. The only other Black Widow figure that we had was the old one. And that rare one, the rare 2 Black Widow figures were those old 2-packs that you can't find anymore.
Right.
So it sucked at that point where you couldn't get one. Now they're just a dime a dozen, which is good.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that came out of this past weekend that you were either surprised by, figures, movies, or whatever it is? There was just so much content.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff. This was the one year where there was more movie news than action figure news.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of action figure news.
And there was a lot of action figure news. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah. No. But that's how much there. It was so like we kept in our chat. It was just like back and forth. Like look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh.
Yeah.
My phone was going off so much. She's like, "What is going on? Did somebody die?" I was like, our wallets just died. If that's
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
Pre-order city just happened.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. What was the question?
That sums it up great. What was the question? What else is possibly out there? Because I wasn't like last year. I was glued to the computer screen almost for the whole con. I think last year we were actually live when stuff was starting to come out. I think as we were wrapping up the show, that's when we started getting a lot of the figures. So it was kind of like a free-for-all at the end of the show last year. And I thought the beginning of this year, before like that Wednesday night going into Thursday, I felt like we already knew 90% of what DC Collectibles was bringing to the table. I was surprised we didn't know any of the Marvel stuff. I think we saw early Hasbro stuff too, but there was just so much. So the question was, what other things have we missed? That you guys wanted to bring up.
I was thinking, what did NECA have? I like missed a bunch of their stuff.
I don't think I even looked at NECA.
I saw a video. I always get his name wrong. Seha Man, I think.
Oh yeah. He's, I'm subscribed to him too. Yeah.
He had a video. So there's a plug for him. Go check him out. He did just basically strapped the camera on and just walked around the con floor for the very first day, and had a huge line of like horror movie stuff, like Friday the 13th, Predator.
They have little Big Planet figures.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
They're so cute.
They did have the exclusive Jason Voorhees and his mother two-pack.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, big.
I'm trying to see what they had. Day 3 reveals. They had a 1/4 scale figure, a Predator 1/4 scale, and they had a jungle hunter with LED lights Predator.
You're looking at the quarter scale?
Yeah, that's a quarter scale, I think.
Oh my God. Quarter scale Danny DeVito penguin. That's just nobody wants that.
Oh, they had some Pacific Rim stuff too. Some 7-inch Pacific Rim stuff. That they do such a good job with all their movie stuff. NECA.
Their sculpting is so good.
I think the Pacific Rim stuff, the backgrounds and the cities that are there, those come with the figures. That was something that I said that I would really like to come out of some of these conventions. They Collectibles and Hasbro and NECA, whoever it is, they build a lot of backgrounds to put their figures on. Even something as simple as DC Collectibles did these like clear backdrops for the Arkham figures that just had this little like base that I'm sure they just whipped up. I would love to have that something like that I could display my figure on.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'll tell you, one of these toy companies, or maybe just a new toy company in general, needs to like start creating and selling dio structures.
Yeah.
Like they make a killing off those. Like you sell them for like $100 for a dio structure, a fully detailed, sculpted dio structure. People will eat that shit up, especially everyone that's in the ACBA community. You don't even have to worry about making anything anymore.
Right.
You could also add on to it. You could have like full sets, like 3-piece sets, and they'd be huge. And you could have a whole display in there. That would be amazing. Somebody needs to jump on that. I don't know why.
Anyway. Even just accessories, people would eat up. Just like little, you know, you know the trouble. Like this is a camera. I wanted a camera for my Spider-Man. I've been looking for one for ages. If there was just like a company that sold like, you know, 6-inch scaled accessories and it was like a decent price, I would have just bought from like that company. But instead, I had to find a figure that has a camera and track it down and blah blah blah. Just accessories alone would be awesome.
Yeah, accessories get eaten up right away. Even if it's like a table, a chair.
Right. Like the Gotham figures from Diamond Select are coming with cool accessories.
Yeah, you guys know I don't like Gotham, but I'm going to buy those figures just for the accessories and sell the figure. So messed up.
Well, and I've even said too, back in the 80s, I remember buying like G.I. Joe figures or Star Wars figures, and you could buy an accessory pack. Like, oh, I lost Cobra Commander's gun. Well, you could buy an accessory pack that had maybe like 15, 16 guns, and you had a red gun, a blue gun, a green gun, whatever it was. But you go, oh, here's Cobra Commander's gun, and plop there, there it is. Accessory packs. Instead of doing collect and connect figures, what if it was like a collect and connect building? Like you had a Batman wave, and you got, if there were 7 figures in the wave, you got 1/7 of a Bat Cave in every single piece. Maybe instead of a
that would be amazing
figure, it's a $30 figure that comes with part of it. So you put everything together and you get this nice backdrop. For Superman, you get the top part of the Daily Planet, or Spider-Man, you get
or you have a two-wave part and you build the Batcave.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, the figures, you're just building a play set basically.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to charge me $30, I better get a whole Batcave. You're charging me $30 a figure, I better get a whole Batcave. With light-up computers.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Even if it's not a whole Batcave, at least give me the ability to build the Bat computer, or like
Batcomputer.
One section of it. Like, here's the back wall of the computer. I would love for DC Collectibles if they do the Oracle figure, which I'm sure it's just going to be Batgirl and Oracle in the wheelchair. Now it's great alone just to have the wheelchair, but it'd be nice to have the little computer array that maybe sits down in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That would be really cool.
That would be awesome. That would be really awesome.
Okay, I have a question. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to change the subject, so if you want to finish.
No.
I was just going to announce what NECA announced the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 7th-inch scale Leatherface classic video game appearance figure. They also announced the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 8-inch clothed Freddy.
Oh yeah.
The Home Alone figures that look pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're hilarious. And the Heroes of the Storm figures. These are like fantasy type figures, but they look really cool. Like there's some really cool designs on them, and I'm pretty sure, they're 7th-inch scale. So if you wanted to, you could probably use them for like a Thor battle scene or something like that. But they look pretty cool. Like they're pretty like armored up. They look like armored soldiers, basically.
Huh.
So, okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, all right, so there was tons of cool stuff, and we can keep talking about that, but my question is there like 1 or 2 things that you were hoping to see come from DC Collectibles or whoever or whatever, and nothing?
Oh, yes, but I thought you were going with something else. Like, was there something you were hoping to see and you got to see? I want to answer that.
You can answer that too.
The Artifacts, Red Robin.
Yes.
So happy and getting to see. We knew we were getting Red Hood. Something that I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see another Damien. Personally, I wanted something like that. That's my stupid answer for now. I'll come up with something else.
I wanted to see a Batgirl of Burnside figure and a Harper Row Bluebird figure.
Yeah.
That would have been sweet. I don't know. Oh boy. I guess I was hoping for something that they haven't done with the Arkham Knight as far as the Arkham Knight line goes. I just want the different Batman skins as figures. It would be so easy to do. Like, I want all the skins that are available. I want the Dark Knight one. I want the Nightfall one. I just want all the skins that were available in all the games. Like, if they did that, they'd keep the line going for a long time.
Oh, yeah. They could do, like, a box set, too, if they want. Like, just like, you know, skins of Arkham or something.
That's what they should have done with that Bruce Wayne box set.
Oh.
That shouldn't be a box set.
No, it should be a separate figure.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted a 75th anniversary Robin
set. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did they diss Robin this year?
Yeah, I mean, there are nine other heroes, villains: Poison Ivy, Two-Face, Riddler, Catwoman, Shazam, Flash, Robin, Joker, are all celebrating 75 years this year.
Right.
I get they can't do what they did for Superman and Batman, but Batman and Robin, I was expecting a lot more. I wanted a New 52 version of all of the Robins, Dick, Jason, Tim, and then give us a Damian.
It kind of just writes itself, the fact that there's so many Robins, a box set, whether it's the New 52 versions or just the most classic look for each Robin.
That would have been fine.
But that's the thing. To me, Robin is more important than the Joker. To me. And I would say to most Batman fans, he's more important than the Joker. I would rather have a 75th anniversary box set of Robins than a 75th anniversary box set of Jokers. I don't give a crap about the Joker. Having, you know what I mean? Like, when you're comparing the two, like, Robin is much more important overall than the Joker is. I'm sorry. Because Batman has a lot of other villains, but he only has one sidekick.
Right.
Yeah, and I get... Yeah, well, but I do get, it's like I didn't expect to see a whole bunch of Shazam stuff or Captain Marvel, depending on what it was. I mean, there was a book treatment and a icon statue. Cool. And I'm like, where's the icon statue for Robin? There's one of the Joker. There's one of the Catwoman. I don't know. I was glad to see that there was the Batman and Robin Eternal that was announced, and then the Robin War. I think, well, at least that's a step in the right direction. But
and Robin getting a black and white statue.
Oh yeah, we're getting the Carmine Infantino first Robin black and white statue, so that's pretty cool.
And hopefully between that and the black and white Batgirl, it's a sign of like where this black and white line is going to go. They're going to start doing more sidekicks and Bat family members, not just Batman every single time, even though people do like Batman. The rest of the family too.
Yeah, but I was really surprised we didn't see a Bluebird as much.
Yeah.
As much love for the Bluebird character that there seems to be, and that Snyder was really pushing this in Eternal, and she was up in the front and center, and she's going to be in Batman and Robin Eternal as a focal point. Cassandra Cain is going to be in there. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe now, and I just thought of something else. The third figure I wish they would have made, Grayson. Grayson in Spiral, So that's my three that I wish had come from this con. But now with this Batman and Robin Eternal coming, the three characters that they said were the main characters are Dick Grayson, Harper Row as Bluebird, and Cassandra Cain, who's now coming back to the comics now. So maybe one, two, or all three of them will get figures later this year when that book is out.
Mm-hmm.
We can hope.
Hopefully. I'm sure if one company will tackle it, it'll be DC Collectibles.
Yeah, they've got a lot on their plate, obviously. So.
There's so many characters that they haven't done, like, really since the reboot of their line, since they turned into DC Collectibles. Yeah. They have a lot of grass to cover. Or a lot of ground to cover. I don't know why I said grass. It makes no sense. They have a lot of ground to cover.
Concrete. No.
Yeah. But they do have a lot of ground to cover with. I just wish they would bring back some of the old stuff, like the old designs. Like, it would be cool to get like a box set of just like Dick Grayson Robin, Jason Todd Robin, and you have Tim, and then you have Damian. That would be a 4-pack I'd buy.
Exactly.
Right away. I'd eat that up.
The 75th anniversary of Robin box set. Boom, done.
Done.
Yeah, that would have been the opportunity to do Grayson, Red Hood. Well, we already got a Red Robin, but Damien. They could have done. They could have and should have done something.
They could have done like them as Robins. They could and or a second box set where they did like these are the Robins grown up.
Yeah.
Yay. Or they could even do I mean, there's just so much the Robins. Like they could do a Dick Grayson set that has Dick Grayson through the ages, and it has him as Robin, him as Nightwing, him as Batman, him as Grayson, and then like Jason Red Hood, blah blah blah, etc. There's just maybe down the line, that'll show up, but it's just so easy to think of that idea.
They did something similar like that was great, but they're so hard to find now. Those old Origins 2-packs.
Yeah.
Those were awesome. Like I wish they would start doing 2-packs again. More, just some more 2-packs, stuff like that.
Hey, Batgirl Oracle's coming.
Yeah, maybe that'll be the start.
People will love it, and they'll go, "Hey, maybe we got something here."
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of on that, doing some older stuff. We've got the Icon line,
right?
That's going to be all universes.
It's going to be everything. It's going to be great.
Which is interesting. How do you guys feel about that? Because
I like it.
At this point where, like, okay, a lot of us have a ton of DC-UC figures, and maybe we have some holes in that collection, but at this point we've been collecting the DC collectibles that are 7 inches. Are you happy that the icons are going to fit in with DC-UC over the DC collectibles?
Absolutely.
No.
I love it.
No.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I pair up my Marvel Legends against my DC universe now. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a big war in my collection room.
I need a meme of a sad face right now because I'm the only one.
You don't like it?
No, I don't for this reason. I want all of my figures to be in scale. If I am mad that the Movie Master figures from Mattel are not the same size as their DC-UC figures.
And now they will be.
Yeah, but they'll just be in scale with your Marvel Legends.
Yes. But I don't want my DC Collectibles figures to be in 12 different sizes and shapes and flavors. I want them all to be aesthetically the same size.
Rob, you're not
You're both wrong. I'm just telling you.
No.
No,
they're still going to make 7-inch figures. Like, they're not going to go away from that. That's their bread and butter.
Exactly.
But on the other hand, that is a smart move from DC Collectibles to going, well, if Mattel dropped the ball, then somebody didn't get Blue Beetle for their Teen Titans. Guess what? We've got a Blue Beetle for you. Here you go. And I'm somebody that never picked up a DC-UC Blue Beetle, but I will pick him up to throw him with my Mattel figures.
And then Mattel's going, how dare you step in our territory.
Yeah. We'll show you. We have a 0-year Batman. DC Collectibles was like, oh, we already did that like years ago, so shut up.
The only figure that DC Collectibles hasn't done in that wave is the Calvin Ellis Superman and the Build-A-Figure. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's it. They've done everything else. They're so jealous. They jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Something that Ellen asks me all the time, where's the end?
There is no end.
There is no end. These are toys. They don't go away.
Every time I buy something, she goes, and this is the last one, right? I'm like, oh, yeah, of this line.
Till next week,
Yeah.
Yep. Until my next paycheck, and then,
Right.
Yeah.
No, but, like, I mean, I see where her logic is, though. Like, where does it end? Like, it's never going to. So it's like, where am I going to put all this shit one day and come down the road,
Yeah. There is that point I get. I just built this nice monstrosity back here, and I'm like, at a certain point, I know I'll get to a point where going, I don't need a 4th Riddler figure. I've got 3. I've got 12 versions of the Riddler. I've got 12 versions of Batman. I'm starting to go.
This one looks so good.
I know. Yeah. And although I am looking at the icon line and going, I don't think I'm going to jump down headlong into this icon line.
Yeah.
when I've spent so much time and so much money in DCUC, now it'll be I don't have this character and I don't have this one, but I don't know if I want Treadmill Flash. He looks great, but maybe I'll just do Batman. Maybe I'll just do Lex. How deep into the icon line are you guys planning on going?
I'm getting every single one.
I don't know.
I'm getting every single one, and I don't care if they don't have a Build-A-Figure piece, because you're getting better accessories than you would. I mean, they're giving you accessories. Hasbro's giving you Build-A-Figures, so it's kind of a switch.
Yeah, but they're also $25, whereas the Legends are still 20.
20,
and some
get
good accessories.
Yeah,
plus the Build-A-Figure. So
yeah, but yeah, but you get better detail, you get better paint. I'd rather pay $25.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting all of them. But we'll see.
I'm planning on getting all of them. I'm planning on getting all of them. So
I will cherry pick. I think Mr. Terrific looks great, but I'm not a Mr. Terrific fan. It would only just be. It's kind of like with my New 52 figures. I bought almost every single one. Now it's like I just reviewed Poison Ivy. I want Jon Stewart. I want the Last Joker, and I want Harley Quinn, and then I can go, I'm actually done because there are no more. And now if Mr. Terrific is not in scale with the New 52 figures,
are you talking about Mr. Miracle?
What's that?
You talking about Mr. Miracle?
Yeah, I thought he was saying.
I was like,
that's what he meant.
Did I say that? Did I say Mr. Terrific?
Yeah. I was like, there's no Mr. Terrific, right?
No. Mr. Miracle, sorry. There's too many misters.
Mister. They should just change Batman's name to Mr. Bats.
Mr. Bats. So, Mr. Miracle, I don't see myself picking him up. I thought, oh, well, he's in the Justice League now, but now he's out of scale with the other new 52 figures, so now I'm like, nah, I don't need him now. So that's my rationale.
My pre-new 52 Mr. Miracle DCUC.
Yeah. But think about this. These icon figures are going to be like DCUC figures on steroids.
Oh, yeah. Batman looks
They're going to blow away the whole DCUC line.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to kill it.
They're going to eventually have so many of them that it's going to, it's going to come to a point where it's like, oh, I don't need to track down this old DCUC on eBay anymore to complete my team because, DC Collectibles is releasing icons. Cool. Excellent.
Exactly. Yeah. Which means DCUCs are going to be a lot cheaper to get, so if you couldn't find a rare one, you can find it now.
Yeah, they need to. DC Collectibles should go on eBay and find which Mattel figures are the most expensive and make them. Yep. If they want to be really awesome, that's what they should do.
Yep. And it's going to be a race to whoever makes Red Hood first is going to make a killing on it. Telling you.
That's the first thing they need to do is actually go through, look at Mattel's line of what other parts of teams did they not make and make those and round those out.
Who's missing? Yeah,
who's missing, and then also, well, Damien is going for $100, $200 from. That's who I want them to make. In one of the later waves of it, but find those other ones from the Teen Titans or the Death of Superman figures that they didn't finish or whoever it is. I would
love them to do a black shirt Superboy. That's not really
Bloodwind. Come on, obscure characters. Bloodwind.
Bloodwind.
A correct Guy Gardner from the 90s would be nice.
Yeah. Kyle Rayner.
They should do Kyle Rayner because he's still going for a lot.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner. That would be a big one.
Yeah, definitely. I thought this was a really good con, and this was one that I thought I really, really wish I was at this year. Just sounded like it was an absolute blast. I've just been watching a lot of people's just YouTube channels and them just filming just random stuff. Even the drunk monkey shaky cam stuff of people just walking through. I found fascinating.
GoPro people. I've been thinking I want to do that. I want to get like a GoPro or like a fake or whatever, one that you can mount on like your backpack strap or something, and just have that go when I go to like New York Comic Con and stuff. That's like I want to do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good, and it's a good investment too. You can do a lot with a GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I want to strap it to a pair of drumsticks when I'm playing.
Oh my goodness.
Boom, boom, boom. People will be having seizures while they're watching you drum.
Rob, stop it!
Did DC Collectibles have a exclusive figure? I can't remember.
The Blue Line Batman.
The who?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. I forgot. That's right.
I'm still waiting to hear from my guy. So for the three of us.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard anything yet. So.
I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy that knows a guy.
Yeah, I think that's actually how it planned out. So I'm supposed to find out Wednesday. So.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I wish they would have came out with one more, like an exclusive Icons figure.
Yeah.
To start that whole train going, you know.
San Diego.
Yeah, they should have done. They should have done one figure. What's that?
We just like all said something at the same time. I don't know.
Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You
now
go.
nobody's gonna talk.
You go.
I don't even have anything to say anymore.
I was just saying, like, that would have been sweet if they just did like one figure, like a exclusive Robin would have been nice. That would have made sense.
Then Rob would be really sad that he wasn't at the con.
Yeah,
yes.
But he'd be on eBay like a mofo, looking for that Robin.
$300 later.
I think Ellen breathes a sigh of relief every time there's not exclusive something like, oh, there's an exclusive Batman thing. Okay, I don't have to have it. But if there's a Robin something or other, like the Play Arts Arkham Knight Robin, I showed her. She's like, "What's the price tag?" I'm like, $100. She's like, "Damn it!"
When did those start becoming $100? All
Really?
of a sudden?
When they changed their size.
They changed the size?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, probably in the back, but the Arkham, where's he at? Arkham City Robin is there, and the Arkham Origins Robin's head's over there. So they're about 2 inches taller than the other. So,
well, that's stupid.
I no idea.
That is stupid. It's like because they want more money. That's why. They're like, well, we'll give them 2 inches. And we'll charge $100 now.
$100.
Yeah, because they were like $67, like $59.99. Some of them.
Yeah, I think I paid for the Arkham City Robin was $62, which I thought, okay, it's not bad. And then getting the Arkham Origins Robin was $110. I was like, holy crap!
Ooh.
With tax and shipping and all
Yeah,
that.
of course.
But
yeah, I don't know about you, Play Arts.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get that. Oh my God, the Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. It's not even a want. I need that. I need that.
I'm very much looking forward to January once we start seeing all this stuff start to come out for Batman versus Superman. I think it'll be like '89. I think all over again.
Yep. It's gonna be hysteria.
Yeah, where's the Batman Superman logo is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I know all of us are probably really excited to go see it, and I still want to try and get everybody together. It'd be nice to go to one theater and see it all together.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. We're already kind of playing the trip. It's like, well, where are we going? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. We definitely have to do it. It's either that or San Diego Comic-Con. It's got to be one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys see the lines for San Diego Comic-Con's Hasbro line?
Yeah.
Oh my God! He said one guy said it was a mile out of the door.
That would be so hard to spend that much money to go to the convention and spend hours in line, not doing anything else. I'm going to spend 3 hours to just get in line to maybe hopefully get something.
Yeah, that's what my cousin told me. He said he was standing in line for 2.5 hours to get the Book of Ashanti for me.
Wow.
He's like, I got it for you. So I threw him extra money. I was like, because he was only going to charge me what he paid for it. And I was like, dude, you stood in line for almost 3 hours. I'm going to give you some money. Felt horrible.
Wow.
I mean, when you're not at the con, you don't know how long the lines are. Like, what was it? That one line when I was at New York Comic Con, I waited for Stan Lee for like.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I waited like 2 hours to get the ticket. Then I waited another 2 hours for him to show up because he was late. And then when he showed up, he had to wait because Hulk Hogan showed up and they pushed him ahead of him. I had to wait another hour. I waited like 5 hours to meet Stan Lee for 10 seconds. Sucked.
Yeah, I don't do autographs and stuff like that. I'll do artist alley. Like those guys are usually pretty short, but I don't do the big stars. I don't have the patience.
I'm never doing that again. I'll never do it again.
The stuff I ever bought was the blue Nightwing, Kotobukiya Nightwing.
Yeah.
And I literally, when I got into the con, I ran to the show floor, I ran to go to Kotobukiya's booth, and I was online for like 5 minutes. And that was it. So I've never that long for an exclusive or anything like that, fortunately.
Yeah.
And then to rub salt in the wound, after you had bought that, Ellen went online and bought it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
But I think that was totally dumb luck. I think some of the stuff at the con, if you're not in line, you're not getting it. There's no after. I think that's the Kotobukiya. I think is just dumb luck. They made so much that I think they were probably anticipating selling out.
Yeah.
I don't think you can buy it now, but.
Like everybody in the line was like Blue Nightwing, Blue Nightwing, Blue Nightwing, Blue Nightwing, and that was it. That was like the whole line of people.
You're like, oh God, please let me have
like,
one when it get there.
It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it was. I wish they would do more with New York Comic Con, like, cause you're spending a lot of money. You're probably spending just as much as you would at San Diego to go to this other con, and it's like, it's just as hectic. And it's ridiculous to get tickets too now. That's what Olivia told me. It wasn't too bad the year I went.
Disaster for me. I had friends who went online. It worked, and they bought their tickets. I was waiting for like 2 hours to buy my tickets, and in the process, tickets were selling out. Like, and then I was like, oh my God, are there going to be 4-day passes left? Are there going to be even 3-day passes? Like, are there going to be anything? And luckily, I got passes that I want, but it was like the price was like $10 or $20 more than last year. They keep letting more people into the con, and it's packed. There's nowhere in New York that's bigger than Javits, so it's not like it can grow.
No, it can't. It can't. Yeah, Javits that's pretty much it. That's it.
Are you going this year again, Olivia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens? Okay, so here's what happens. Todd does not really like New York Comic Con anymore. He is like, I don't want to deal with the people. I don't want to, like, he doesn't, the people here. So I was like, I'm going to buy the passes. Then from there we can decide if we want to go for all 4 days or if we want to just go a few days and then hand off the passes to someone, or if we like, screw it, let's not go, we can sell the passes. It's not an issue. Everybody always wants one. So what we'll probably end up doing is going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is what we get the 4-day and just don't go Sunday because by then we're tired and Sunday is kind of boring anyway.
Yeah.
We'll probably end up going.
New York Comic Con needs to get some sort of thing going with one of the toy companies to get an exclusive to bring more people in. The thing is like you're spending all this money, and the only way you can get the Comic Con exclusive figures or exclusives in general is by the vendors that have now upcharged the price from San Diego Comic Con. It's kind of like New York Comic Con is a redheaded stepchild of the Comic Con world. Like when it comes between the two big, they call them the two big ones, but it's like New York Comic Con doesn't offer as much as San Diego does.
Yeah.
And they're around the same price to go.
Yep.
So it's like they need to do more. They need to have exclusives for New York Comic Con. More exclusives if they do have exclusives.
I think last year or the year before, whichever year it was, that Hugo Strange figure, like, wasn't that a leftover exclusive from San Diego?
Yeah, it was left over because they still have they're
Like,
right now they're still selling them. That's how
I
many they
know.
have.
It's like, that's not much of an exclusive.
Yeah, it's not an exclusive at all. Here I thought I was ahead of the game when I was at New York Comic Con. I was like, give me 3. I was like, give me 3.
And I
nothing.
grab him. I bought him at a comic shop in Toledo, Ohio, where I live.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
How did I get a hold of it?
I don't know. I feel like these toy companies make more than people think, and then they only release them at certain times. I feel like that's what they do. They do that for a reason.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Cons are crazy. They're good. They're fun, but they're crazy. We've been going to some smaller ones, and they're fun because you can walk around and you can actually breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the thing about the small ones is if there's not as the panels aren't as exciting. Like you don't get the huge celebrities and stuff. So it's like it's a toss up. If you really like the celebrities and the signings and big panels, you got to go to the big cons. And if you just like seeing like artists and shopping, then little cons are fun. They're really fun.
They are. They're almost like, yeah. If you're looking for collectibles, the little cons are probably where it's at. Besides SDCC.
Yeah.
That's what we generally do. There's one coming up in Cincinnati. Actually, there's 2 in Cincinnati. They're in 2 separate weeks, so we're trying to decide which one we're going to go to. And I keep saying I'd like to go to New York or San Diego just to say that I've been there.
Right.
Even if it's just for one day, we pick a day and go, and then do sightseeing around, wherever else. But
I think if we're all going to go to one, or if you are going to go to one, I think you should go to San Diego over New York because San Diego is going to have more to offer.
Yeah. I mean, none of us have been to San Diego, and I'm sure we'd all love to go. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just
definitely.
One. If we could get tickets.
Yeah. If.
It sounds like a really scary process.
It does. You got to register. Like I tried to go 2 years ago. And I was I registered and everything, and I called the people from Comic-Con for a month straight, asking them questions. Nobody would tell me any information. They won't tell you when the sale date's going to be. Nothing. They're very cryptic, and they don't like to divulge information at all. It was very strange. I'm like, so you can't? No one can tell me. You have a manager. Can I speak to the manager? They can't tell me anything either. Nothing.
We know the convention is in San Diego. Do you need to know anything else, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. When will the passes be available? Oh, we can't tell you that. Why?
And then, on top of that, if you want to stay at one of the official hotels, it's like a lottery system or something, from what I understand.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Let's just rent a giant Airbnb place and all stay together.
Yeah.
Just rent the Batwing, and we'll just fly there back and forth.
Cool.
Let's get a big blimp, and we'll just hang out in the big blimp, and then we'll just rappel down into the convention floor and rappel back up.
Yeah, Batman had a blimp. Let's get that.
Yeah, let's get that.
The Bat blimp.
Was there anything else that you guys had? We're getting close. I know Monday's a work day for all of us. Anything else that I'm going to be that guy. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about the con, or Olivia, how far has Todd made it on Arkham Knight?
I don't know.
Thanks for playing, Olivia. Anthony.
He got through the first ending, and then he wanted to do everything 100% before watching the second ending. So he's still doing some Riddler trophies. He's probably 97% or something. I don't know, something like that.
Cool.
That's my guess.
Tuesday is the Batgirl DLC that's coming out. So that'll
Holy cow! It's Tuesday already. Wow.
Tuesday, yeah.
Sweet.
So.
Still should have been Jason Todd. Damn you, Rocksteady! You're messing my whole continuity up.
I know, Anthony. We haven't talked about this yet, but I'm fine with the continuity. I mean, spoiler.
Well, yeah, because you're a Tim Drake fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim got the girl. What up? You know.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Dick got Corey, and
What? People just, I don't know. There's some sort of conspiracy theory against Dick Grayson. I swear to God.
yeah.
There is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there is. People don't like him for some reason. He's barely in any of the Arkham games. Like, he's barely in it. I was expecting to see more of him in this game than anyone, and he was barely in it. He was in that little side mission. That was it.
Oh.
So weird.
Yeah. I was the same way. There was a lot of Tim in this, but I thought Dick got a nice send-off from Bruce. It was like, I'm proud of you. I'm not going to see you again. Got a semi-quasi one with Jason, and then Tim gets captured, and we don't have the I'm proud of you. My disappointment, at least as far as Tim was, we didn't get the resolve. Like, Tim never found out if Barbara's still alive.
Yeah, he never even told her. He never even told Tim. Bruce never told Tim.
That's because Bruce doesn't like Tim and Barbara together either.
Yeah. He's like, let me hook you up with this guy, Jason Todd. No, I'm just kidding.
No!
Well,
I just said that.
In the comics.
That just to make you angry.
That happens in the New 52. Well, almost happens in the New 52.
She's just trying to figure things out, Barb. She's trying to figure things out. She's curious.
All the difference. They're all Robin.
She's like, ooh, who's this bad boy over here with guns?
I like him.
I like him. He's mysterious. He's got issues.
The Batgirl series that's coming up here pretty quick is going to have Dick's first return to Gotham since he's Grayson, so that's going to be pretty cool. So.
Wait, what? Oh, the Batman Eternal?
No. In the Grayson series and in Batgirl, there's a mini crossover where Dick comes back to Gotham, but he's trying to stay under wraps and not be seen. So.
Right.
So.
Cool. I need to catch up on comics.
Yeah, I'm behind.
I haven't even read Convergence.
I haven't either.
I'm so behind. I'm like.
From what I understand, you can skip that anyway. So.
Really? But I need to know what that's about, though. I don't even know.
No,
what it's about.
like it was literally created because DC was moving from New York to LA, and they needed to do something filler while they were moving.
Yeah. What you need to know from Convergence, everything is in canon, and Crisis never happened. There you go.
Wait, what never happened?
Crisis.
Oh. Crisis never happened?
Nope.
What?
None of it.
That's some bullshit. I call bullshit. No way.
So DC really knows how to mess up Anthony.
Yeah. Marvel's doing the same thing. Trust me.
Marvel's doing worse.
Marvel. I don't know what Marvel's doing. It's like things
they don't
keep
know
getting bad, worse and worse for them. The better the movies get, the worse their comics get.
Really. I'm excited for like Miles to have a solo series and whatever, but like other than like a few select things, they're just really screwing things up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Like they're because DC has been doing this whole like they're doing the DCU thing. It's going well, I think. Like they have all these different kinds of styles going on, and people are digging it. But the Marvel situation, they're trying to do the kind of same thing, but they're kind of failing. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's really weird what they're doing.
Really,
and like they have male characters that are females, and they're switching that. I heard, and I'm like, what the fuck are they? What are they all on acid over there? What's wrong with them?
I don't know. They don't know what they're doing. I don't know. It's just crazy that I can't believe they're starting books over that just started, like Unbeatable Squirrel Girl or whatever she's called, and like Ant-Man or whatever. Like they had 5 issues, and now you're going back to number 1 again.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
I think a lot of that is we're going to put a number 1 on a cover, and it's going to sell.
Exactly.
it's the whole stupid one. We've got to have a one on it. It'll be really good.
Oh,
but
dumb.
It's not. It's
and it takes the collecting value out of it too, because now they print so many of them. They keep starting over at one. It's like a comic doesn't get to issue 100 anymore. Like it
doesn't happen.
One isn't worth anything because
what was the last one that really got high up? Spider-Man. That's it. Spider-Man. What was it? 300 or?
No, it was up. It was up over 6.
700.
700. Yeah. So that's like the last one. And then they ended it. It's like, no, what's wrong with you? Stop it.
I feel like probably Batman right now is going up to. We're going up to getting near 50. That's decent today.
Yay, 50!
Yay!
Good job, Batman. High five.
Well, technically, during the New 52, when Detective Comics technically reached 700. There was an issue of like the 700, something was going on to kind of commemorate its technical 700th issue, but it was only actually technically Detective Comics 21.
Right.
So.
Technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, technically for me, it is 10:08, and I have to work mandatory overtime. So I think we'll end the show here. There's so much more we could talk about, so much more that I think we could talk about, but maybe we'll save it till we get our other two co-hosts back on here. There's a lot for San Diego Comic-Con. I think we only just scratch the tip of the iceberg, and I think we could go back to Batman versus Superman and have a whole nother show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We should definitely talk more about B versus S.
Yeah. And maybe at some point, Anthony, you and I can do a Arkham wrap-up together and give our full thoughts about it if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, I would like to.
Olivia, you want to sit in on it? You've been watching Todd play.
I've only caught a little bit. I'm not super knowledgeable, so, it's cool. I'll watch and I'll chat to you guys and obnoxiously make your Facebook Messenger beep while you're filming.
Nice. Well, cool. Thanks for hopping on here, guys. This was a last minute, so I think we've got 5 viewers. I think we were up to 9 at one point.
Really?
9?
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, we had 9.
I know.
I do declare.
I know Richard was watching because he messaged me and said that I look dope.
Oh, and I just want to give a shout-out real quick. Richard gave me a new theme song for the channel. It is really good. It's in my Poison Ivy video, so Richard, if you're watching, thank you. It sounds really good.
It does sound good. It's weird to see Rob's videos with something new, but it sounds good.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Because it's different. It's so different. I'm used to Rob's videos being like, well, and then now it's not.
Well, the end of the video is
Rob?
Exactly. Right on.
Right on.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be back. I know it's been since December since we've done one of these. We'll try and do another one, hopefully more periodically. Go check out Automatica's Facebook and YouTube page. Go check out ODC's Facebook and YouTube page. I know a lot of us have probably bought a bunch of stuff that we're still waiting to review. I still have my Marvel Legends Avengers 2 Hulk figure I've had since May.
Oh, yeah. Do it up.
Any figures to review, I can't even.
Yeah, stay tuned for Book of Vishanti.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming. It's in the mail.
Cool.
I think my custom Aries video is going up tomorrow too.
Oh, dip.
Nice. I'm behind on everybody's videos, so I got a ton to watch.
I got stuff to watch too.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for those of you that tuned into our impromptu show, and maybe we just do more impromptu and not publicize it because we get more viewers that way.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Sunday night is a hot time, I guess.
Yep.
Excellent. Cool. Hope everybody has a good start to your week, and we will see everybody later. Take care.
Bye.
Peace out.